Simpson's 3 by 8 rule, the answers obtained majority times will be approximately same. But it's not the case for trapezoidal rule. That if you are applying the trapezoidal rule to find an integral, the answer differs from those obtained by Simpson's 1 by 3 and Simpson's 3 by 8. Now, why this difference or an approximate difference appears in the results which we have obtained is, in trapezoidal rule we are considering one strip of size h. But in Simpson's 1 by 3 rule, we are considering two strips at a time of width h and h, which becomes 2h. In Simpson's 3 by 8, we have taken 3 strips of each of size h. The total is 3h. So that's why the difference turns out. And most accurate answer is obtained using Simpson's 3 by 8 rule, as the error becomes less. Now have a look on the slide.
One more thing that you would have noticed, the values of Simpson's 1 by 3 and Simpson's 3 by 8 seem to be approximately the same. The reason we get a better approximation to the area that is covered under the curve. When we consider the trapezoidal rule, we consider 2 points, and these 2 points are approximated by a straight line. And hence, there is a large amount of error in the area that is approximated. In case of Simpson's 1 by 3 rule, we consider 3 points and we approximate the polynomial by a second degree curve. Now, this second degree polynomial would cover a larger amount of area compared to the previous straight line. And as a result, the error portion is reduced drastically. Furthermore, when we approximate using Simpson's 3 by 8 rule, we now approximate a third degree polynomial. And in case of a third degree polynomial, there is more amount of area that is covered, so lesser amount of area that gets left out. And so the approximation using Simpson's 3 by 8 rule is a better approximation to finding the integral or finding the area covered under the curve fx. Whenever we need to use trapezoidal rule or Simpson's 1 by 3 rule or Simpson's 3 by 8 rule, we said we need to divide the entire area into n intervals. Now, how do we choose this interval n? In case of trapezoidal rule, we consider the area of the kth strip, that is one strip at a time, and hence the value of n could be any number. It could vary with any integral value 1, 2, 3, 4. More the number, better the approximation of the area. In case of Simpson's 1 by 3 rule, we consider two strips at the same time. That is, the strips are covered or enclosed between the values xk, xk plus 1 and xk plus 2. There are 3 points, and hence whatever the intervals that we choose should ideally be a multiple of 2, because we are considering two strips at the same time, and hence the entire area has to be divided into n intervals where n should be a multiple of 2. In case of Simpson's 3 by 8 rule, we consider 4 points xk, xk plus 1, xk plus 2 and xk plus 3, enclosing 3 strips at the same time. Hence, the chosen value of n should ideally be a multiple of 3, such that whenever we divide the entire area, we get the intervals in groups of 3. And as a result, the entire area should be divided into intervals which are multiple of 3 in case you want to use a Simpson's 3 by 8 integration formula. Keeping this in mind, we are sure that we would be getting the right integral value if we choose the appropriate value of the intervals. Now let us have a look at some of the applications, real-time applications, where integration formulas have been used. Please take a look at the screen. You would all be knowing what this stands for. This is the Petronas Tower, and this is the tallest building on earth. The Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, it experiences high forces due to the wind because it is a tall structure. Now, in order to add strength and power to this building, the builders used, or the engineers used, integration formulas in order to add the strength to this building. So this is one practical application where integration formulae has been used to real world applications. Let us take a look at another application. This is the Sydney Opera House in Australia. The Sydney Opera House has got a very unusual design. If you have a look at the structure of the Opera House, you would find that the design is based on slices that have been cut out of a rounded ball. Now, it is very difficult to construct such an unusual design. In order to come up with a good design that could withhold the external environmental forces, engineers put to use several differential equations. These differential equations were put in order to finalize the design of the building, that is the Sydney Opera House. And these differential equations were subjected to integration in order to finalize the design of the Opera House. Let us have a look at another example. The wine casks. Now, these are the wine casks where wines are stored within the casks. Integration formulas were used to find out the volume that could be contained within these casks, because these casks are curved surfaces. So in order to find out the volume of wine that could be contained within these casks, integration formulas were used. Let us have a look at a few practical examples which as students would be beneficial to us.
One of the practical examples of applications of integrations where we are applying integrations is, the first one is to determine the volume of a solid of revolution. What do you mean by solid of revolution? Means, suppose you are having a rod, if it is rotating, the shape which you can imagine, that is called a solid of revolution. You can find out the volume of a sphere, a volume of a cylinder, these cubical objects, volume of a cone. These figures volume can be found out using integration. Have a look on this slide. The second is the determining the area bounded by two curves. When you are having two curves, suppose you are having a circle, another you are having some ellipse. So if what is the area bounded by these two curves? The area between two curves can be found using integration. Next example, to determine displacement or distance travelled from velocity given and velocity from acceleration can be done using integration. As for example, if a train is running, we are given the velocity of train at different some data is given to us at different time intervals, then we can calculate the distance covered by the train from the velocity given. Same way, if we are given acceleration of a vehicle, we can calculate the velocity of the vehicle using integration. Next application, determine the work done in winding a cable. You might be knowing while winding a cable how much work we are doing. This is an application to physics actually, but calculated using mathematics, that is integration. So when we are determining the work done in winding a cable, we are using integration. And last, determine the work done in pumping out water from a tank. This is a usual procedure we might be knowing to how to pump water from a tank. The work done, how much work you are doing for that, can be evaluated using the process of integration. So, thank you.